Today we're in Horseheath, a small village in Cambridgeshire where people have had uneasy feelings and seen ghostly apparitions. What will we discover tonight when we investigate the Horsley graveyard and an old witch's grave? Stay tuned to find out. Horseheath is well known for being a witch town. In the 16th and 17th century, witches, wizards and warlocks all flocked here to take part in rituals in the forests. One of the most famous witches to have come here was called Daddy Witch. She was buried beneath this very road because back in those days it was forbidden to bury anyone in relation to magic or wizardry within the walls of a Christian church. It's said that when it rains, the patch of ground above her grave remains dry, as if some supernatural warmth is evaporating the water. In old texts, Daddy Witch was described as an ancient bony old creature dressed half in rags. It seems strange given the name Daddy Witch, as Daddy usually refers to something male. However, here this is not the case. She was given this name because it was believed she was in league with the devil. The same reason a Daddy Longlegs is given the name Daddy, as it has a religious significance in some religion. Over the years, people claim to have seen a strange shadowy figure along this road. Also, back in the late 1800s, it was reported a fire was spreading along the nearby fields, and it reached the grave where Daddy Witch is supposed to be. And after that, the fire turned and went in a completely different direction. Could it have been that the witch was pushing the fire in another way? We were just having a quick look around this area where we're filming for Daddy Witch, and we had a look down here and we've actually found a moat. Now, it was said that she lived in a house surrounded by a moat, and this thing here looks just like a little moat. So this might have been exactly where our house was. It's just really interesting we found this. I literally just saw it when we were filming. The second place we're going to be investigating is the Horseheath graveyard. I've had a lot of experiences here over the time, including unexplained readings on an EMF meter and unexplained voices as well. People might be wondering why a graveyard would be haunted, but actually it's quite a good reason for it. Stone. There's a theory that memories and energies can be stored in stone and metal, and that under certain circumstances this can be replayed. It's just a church where there's happy memories from weddings, and then you've got the sad, traumatic energies of death and burials. Could it be that this is why this graveyard is so haunted? It's unknown who the souls are which roam this graveyard, but hopefully tonight's investigation will hopefully put some names for the souls that are clearly not resting in peace. It was getting dark, so I decided to begin the investigation. Today we were joined by Carl and Marcus, two people not yet acquainted with the paranormal. Both of them are open-minded about it, but let's see if tonight's investigation changes their mind. So right now we're going to get EMF. Ghosts are said to be made up of electromagnetic energy, or they can manipulate the electromagnetic field, and basically this detects that. So I'm just going to turn it on. There's nothing here that should. The power cables are up there, but as you can see it's not being affected by it. So I'm going to walk around now and see if it goes off, see if there's any natural explanation for it going off. But like I said, it shouldn't go off, so if it does go off, there's a good chance we're in the presence of a spirit. Hi, my name's Luke. we've come here looking for the one that's called Daddy Witch. If you're here, can you come and touch this little grey box I'm holding in my right hand? Although the EMF meter went off and we couldn't find an explanation for it, we can't conclude this as being paranormal, as it didn't go off the second I asked it to, and it went off when I was walking. After receiving no more readings on the EMF meter, I decided to try a new piece of equipment. So basically this piece of equipment here is called the Spirit Box, PSB7 Spirit Box, and what it does, it scans through radio frequencies, and basically it said that ghosts can talk through this or manipulate it to speak. So we're going to give it a go. Now people will say that it's radio coming through. It scans the radio frequencies, it goes through 5 frequencies per second. You won't get a full word come through, and sometimes I've even had sentences come through, so we'll see what we get. Nothing through this. Radio.
You know when it's radio.
And they ain't gone off again. Can you come touch one of these boxes? Right.
I don't think there's anything here.
I don't think we're getting anything through that. We've put a motion sensor down there on the floor. Now, we're not going to be able to monitor it the whole time. We're just going to set up a standard camera without night vision, filming it. Just to show that it isn't bugs that are setting it off. There's a little bit of dirt here, a little piece of wood. I'm going to throw it. If it goes off, then it can be set off by bugs. If it doesn't go off with this, then who knows what makes it go off.
Didn't go off?
Didn't go off.
Now if you stand in front of it, Luke.
Here you are, just to prove it is on.
There you go.
Goes off. So bugs can't set it off. So, and if you stand there and move, the light should turn on.
What do you think then, Luke?
I don't think there's anything here. I mean, we've been here nearly 20 minutes now.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing we've had happen was the EMF meter went off once. There could be we've got power cables right up there. There could be wires under this road, possibly.
Phone lines
And everything like that. So I don't think that was anything strange. I just think it was unexplained readings. We did ask it to go off and we did ask it to go on, but it didn't do it at the exact moment we asked it to. And also, we didn't get anything on the spirit box. So that'll be interesting to see when we go to the graveyard if we get stuff on the spirit box as well as EMF readings. We received no more activity near the Daddy Witch's grave, so we decided to make our way over to the graveyard. This is the EMF meter. We've waited for cars to go past, and this didn't go off when the cars went past, which is interesting. So if it does go off, the chances are it might be a ghost. This is a graveyard, so there's no underground power cables. The closest power lines are just up there.
You can't see it on here.
This isn't affected by it. So yeah, let's just get going. I've come here before, but I've brought some other people this time. If you're here, you come and touch this grey box in my hand, please, and make the lights flash. I know you're here because we've spoken to you before. We've seen you do this before.
Just to prove we are with other people, we've got Carl and
Hello.
Marcus here.
No.
Oh, would you?
Right, nothing so far. Someone want to take that? Just keep on talking, do what you like.
What?
Just talk.
Okay, can you walk up to this grey box and touch it again?
Right, this device I've got here is called an EM pump. Obviously ghosts are made up of electromagnetic energy, and this basically pumps it out, and instead of them using batteries to get their energy, it's pumping out energy now, as you can see.
Won't that affect this then?
This I'm holding in my hand, You can use this. Use the energy coming off this to try and communicate with us. Try and use this energy to make the lights flash on there. I'm giving this to you. That's radio, that was.
That makes me laugh. Luke, just a quick question. With that, sorry, with that spirit box, can you set it to a radio station and listen to it?
Yeah, it is a radio.
Right, so it is a radio.
Scan through quickly.
Right, okay. That's just a question.
We received no EMF readings and no voices through the spirit box, so I decided to split up. Me and Dan would go up to one corner of the cemetery, and Marcus and Carl would stay and sit with the motion sensor in the EM pump to try and make contact.
You right, Luke?
Yeah, we haven't really got any activity so far.
Bad, isn't it? We were expecting something.
Carl, we got the voice recorder. Can you see it?
You can see the light.
Yeah, it's got a red light on it.
We've got the EMP pump, and the EMP reader.
No, the EM pump and the EMF detector, and then the motion sensors as well there. So
Right. If anyone is here, can you please step in front of the motion sensor, please?
Nearly 5 minutes after we started recording, Marcus came running over to us with some news. We're not here to hurt you.
Whoa, who's that?
Yeah.
it went
Yeah.
like that.
From the EMF meter?
Yeah.
What? What does this mean?
Maybe it tried to use the energy from that, I don't know.
Right, here they are.
Do you record it?
I'm filming on this as well.
Recorded
Put it on
still.
there.
After reviewing their footage, what we found was absolutely amazing. 2 minutes and 25 seconds after recording, they captured an unexplained voice. Could this be one spirit telling another spirit that it's time somebody took the energy coming from the EM pump? Well, the activity that followed surely indicates this. Later, a strange popping sound was captured on one of the digital recorders. A few seconds after that, an extremely loud bang was heard, coming from near the EMF meters. Both of them heard this.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
What was that?
Was that someone trying to speak into the mic, maybe?
I don't know.
Should we call Luke in that over, or should we just leave it?
I don't know.
We've got it on record, so...
Yeah, I'll put the recorder down there. I'll go over.
Do you want me to lift it? If you pass that recorder to me, I'll keep it with me.
Okay. I'll go over there.
Yep.
Could it be that the entity that was here took energy from the EM pump and tried to manifest itself, but in doing so created static pops?
Did it go off?
No,
It didn't go off, it just,
pop.
like-
A complete pop. It's
know,
on
like,
record if you want to see it.
Yeah, we'll have a look when we get home.
I'm filming this.
Keep rolling.
Keep it recording.
Just to let you know, we got nothing over there.
Right, okay.
Sound like fun snaps.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like
It was like a-
you know, like when you get a static shock or like static thing and
Yeah.
it just pops.
Like that.
We'll see if it's...
Oh, okay.
Was that you? Did you make a noise just here? So, can you come and touch this other box I'm holding in my hand now? Nothing on the motion sensor.
No. Nothing on the motion sensor?
No, we haven't had anything on there.
Whoa.
What? It just went off.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting...
Keep rolling. No cars are going past. Can you stand back, please? Can you walk away and make the lights go off? Can you make them go back on again, please?
I don't think that one coincidence.
Make them turn off again. Exactly what you done last time. Make them turn off, please. Come on, just walk away.
What's strange is the size of the possible spirit. As you can see, I tried to move the EMF meter up in the air to see how tall it was, and it was much taller than me. However, when I moved it down to the ground, there was not a reading there. It's almost as if it was a human height, but floating 2 foot off the ground.
There's something there, isn't it?
It's here. What's it doing? It's never done that before.
Is it
Even
the
that
cameras?
That light's flashing.
It's doing
Everyone
it.
stand back away from me. It stopped. No, that stopped before you moved.
Yeah. You should stand back.
Right, walk back now.
Is everyone alright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's something else here. No cars are going past. Right. Thank you very much if you were doing that. This box here, you might be familiar with it. We've used it before when we've come here. But we'd like you to use this and talk to us. I'm going to turn it on. I've got really chilly. Has
Really?
anyone got cold?
It's just,
as
I
I've
feel the
always been.
wind.
Come and stand here. Someone come,
You want-
is it colder here?
I don't think it is.
Is it just you?
Or stand
Move
there.
about, see if you're cold or
It's
anything.
cold. It's icy. Icy here.
Yeah? I can feel a
misty.
draft.
No, stand here. It feels freezing.
It feels
It's
Yeah,
not-
it is, yeah. I know what you mean, yeah.
when I had my hand there, it felt like
Yeah.
ice. You know when you go out
Yeah.
in the snow.
It's much
It's
stronger
like-
than
You're really out of focus on
I
here.
know.
Really out of
We had
focus.
some.
We've got more detection there.
So it's not the camera.
Put it towards the box thing.
That.
Check
That.
this camera.
That. Nothing is going off. That. No.
Everyone's phone's off, yeah?
Mine's,
It's like a security thing, isn't it?
mine's on aeroplane mode, so...
Right. Nothing
Put it
there.
near the box,
Right.
the EM box.
I'm gonna hold that.
Any voices through this?
Over there.
If we get voices now, and we've had stuff with this,
And there's something here.
And that's still going off.
Was that radio on when that EMF was on?
all turned off.
All turned off, right. Staying the same, isn't it?
What is your name?
What did it say?
Say help me. You need help.
That's radio.
If you need help, say now.
This voice is very strange as it goes on for a long time. If it is radio, it only lasts for a few seconds max.
Radio.
If you need help,
Radio.
if you need help,
Radio.
if you need help, say now. Do you want us to stay and try and help you? Or stay and talk to you? And all of a sudden, just like that, the voices stopped.
and we received no further activity. So let's take a quick look over the chain of events. Firstly, an EVP was recorded saying, "Time someone took it," possibly referring to the EM energy coming from the EM pump. Next, 2 static pops were heard. One was recorded onto a dictaphone, the other one was actually heard at the time with their own ears. Then, an EMF meter was brought along and detected high levels of EMF, something ghosts are said to be made up of. Strange feelings were then felt, including freezing cold air temperature. Again, something that can indicate the presence of a spirit. And finally, the PSB7 spirit box was brought out and many voices came through for the first time that night, including one I thought I'd heard before on previous investigations. And then, just like that, the activity stopped.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
Now,
What do you want to say to everyone watching?
Dan, you're a radio enthusiast.
I'm a radio enthusiast. I know about radio.
You know about the radio waves.
I know about radio waves.
Could that happen? All of a sudden, radio waves.
Well,
And they just disappear.
no, it can't because
They go at a certain.
they should stay. They stay. If they're there, they stay.
So why is it that when that started going off, we got voices through here? And admittedly, some of it might have been radio, but I heard the same 3 voices coming through: the woman,
The man.
and the man, and some technical.
It's cool though, isn't it?
It's cool.
It's amazing.
It shouldn't happen.
It's clever.
It shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Right. As the night drew on, our investigation of the Horseheath graveyard and Daddy Witch's grave ended. However, we didn't go away empty-handed. We can definitely say now, Horseheath is a true ghost town.